Good afternoon, distinguished educators and fellow propositions. Rights should be something that is earned. It is not something that is given out based on your wealth, address, or the crime rate of the area that you live in. In the past, when a government has said we need to sacrifice rights for safety, it has been the vulnerable who pays the price. We've seen how surveillance grows and freedom and rights shrink. Today, the proposition repeats the same mistakes, proposing a world where authorities are given more power and the citizens pay a price: their freedom and rights. History never repeats itself. Man always does. A quote from Voltaire. Let us prove this quote wrong. Today, as the opposition, we firmly oppose the motion to relax privacy rights in high crime rate areas. The right to privacy should not be compromisable despite the geographic locations, socioeconomic status, or local crime rates. Granting the government authority to monitor certain areas neglects the principle of equality, opens the door to abuse, and targets citizens without examining the root of the problem. We define relaxing enforcement of privacy rights as decreasing the safeguards against the intrusion of governments in private locations and communications, such as mass surveillance and data collection. We know the importance of managing crime rates, but it should not cross the bounds of human rights. This debate should frame and address the question of justice, equality, and effectiveness in not just short term, but also long term. First of all, right to privacy should not be treated as a luxury. It is our basic right. It protects our personal dignity, freedom of speech, and expression. The proposition wants to take away this right based on the area someone is inhabiting. This creates a double standard by granting some full rights and others partial rights due to the area they live in. If the proposition allows warrantless phone tapping or breaching others' privacy on social media, you create an environment where monitoring is an automatic default, not the exception. Furthermore, power is rarely given back once it is taken, and the standards for high crime becomes more vague. In long term, this will weaken our democratic values. Secondly, high crime areas are often considered poor, has a lack of authority, and are mostly inhabited by minorities. This policy would target the citizens who are already over-surveilled. It will build a society where poverty is a cause for intrusive surveillance only because of the neighborhood you live in. The opposition claims the surveillance is proportionate, but in reality, it deepens bias and reduces cooperation with law enforcement. This will only punish the innocents. In regards to the proposition team, they claim that this will only target serious crime such as trafficking and money laundering. But how effectively will this be enforced? For example, a worker is working for a nightclub and has no idea that her employer launders money through the business. With this policy, however, her phone can still be checked and her data collected. It shows that the movement that the proposition will remove the warrant, you remove the obligation to prove the involvement first. Furthermore, this proposition states that privacy should be sacrificed to the rights of life. This is false, because why should we give up freedom to save lives if they can walk hand in hand? Undercover work and warrants exist for a reason. Removing warrants will remove accountability, breaching laws, and over-monitoring. That does not seem like safety, does it? Lastly, the proposition tells us that it will assist in rehabilitation. How does spying on someone reduce the probability of them returning back to crime? It doesn't. Instead, we should provide them with education, opportunities, and programs, not surveillance. In conclusion, relaxing privacy rights does not just hurt criminals, but also innocent people. Organized crime system requires stronger policy, not just spying. And when we weaken rights for someone, we weaken them for all. We believe that the state has to protect both rights and safety, not compromise. We proudly oppose this motion. Thank you.